All right, it is February the 2nd. It is 5 minutes until 3. I am headed out. Our season does not end until February the 10th here in South Alabama. The bucks have been chasing. Last time I was out was, I guess, early. This is a Thursday. I think it was Monday or Tuesday afternoon, and I had one buck chasing a doe. He was a young 4-point. He'll be real pretty though. Anyhow, hopefully the bucks are still on their feet moving around. Not much wind to speak of. What little bit of breeze there is out of the northwest, which is perfect for the stand I'm going to. I do have a target buck in here, a nice 8-point that I've got on camera a couple of times, but not lately. So I don't know. But I've seen several different bucks on this stand where we have a corn feeder. So we'll see. I'm going to go give it a shot. Like I said, it's almost 3 o'clock, but it's not getting dark. I mean, legal light isn't over until like 5:50 now, or 5:49, I think. So I've still got a while. So I'm going to ease in here, and we'll see what happens. I'll see you when I get in the stand. We are walking in. Just got out of the truck. It's literally almost 70 degrees. I think it's about 68 degrees. So it's warm. It was in the 30s this morning, but it has really warmed up. So I don't know if I'm wasting my time or not. We'll see. Okay, I'm in the stand. Like I said, it's warm. It is, let me see, 3:18. So I've got almost 2.5 hours left. So we'll see what happens. There is still corn in the feeder and on the ground, so that's good. We'll just see if anything moves this afternoon. That's 5 does that just walked out into the field, all right, pretty much together. Looks like 3 mature does and 2 yearlings. Wind's blowing right in my face, so that's not an issue. Hopefully with all these does out here, a buck will come sniffing. 6 point I've been seeing. I'm gonna put the scope on him and see how big he is. I think that's my target 8 point. He's staying behind that tree. I can't put the scope on. I mean, I've gotten it on him a little bit, but he's staying behind that tree. All those does, you can see them over there to the left, and then he's behind that pine tree to the right side of the field there that has the sunshine on it. Here he comes. For these woods, he's a shooter for sure. I'm just trying to decide if I want to kill him. broadside. I'll shoot him, I think. He's lost weight during the rut. Turn broadside, big boy. One of those does is looking right at me. Come on, turn broadside. All right, he got up. He went down and kicked, but then he got up and ran off. So I don't know. I'm gonna give him a little while. That was a good deer. Again, he got up after kicking. He turned in a couple of circles kicking and then got up and ran off. I'm gonna go back and watch it, but I think I hit him pretty good. Well, I went back, and of course the camera fell off of the windowsill when I shot. My phone did because it vibrated, and so I can't see the shot. I'm gonna wait a little bit longer. I mean, it's early. It's not even, I don't think it's 5 o'clock yet. Those deer first came out at 4:15. I think it's about 4:30, 4:40, something like that. I can see where he kicked up dirt and everything. I'm gonna wait a few more minutes, and then I'm just gonna go see if I see any blood, and then I'll go back and get the truck before I try to start tracking him, just to give him some time. All right, I'm back at my truck. I waited a little bit, and I thought, well, I'm just going to go see if I see any blood where I shot him. I wasn't going to trail him. Well, I got there, and I did find some pretty good blood in one spot, and the ground was completely torn up where he had kicked up like around in a circle. And then I found one spot where he had jumped up, and so where he was headed. And I thought, well, I'll just look out here and see if I see a trail, just to get an idea of where exactly he went into the woods. And I'm gonna wait a little while. And I was walking around. I never could find any other blood. I just had eased over toward that side of the patch and looked up and saw him laying there, and said to myself, well, there he is right there. And took one step toward him, and he jumped up and ran. I pushed him. Dadgummit, I wish I'd have just waited. I saw which way he ran. He was not running very fast. He's hurt. So I came back to the truck, as you can tell, trying to wait a little while, but I'd like to be able to get out there before it gets completely dark. So I'm fixing to drive on back there. It's probably been half an hour now since I shot him, maybe more. It was, let's see. It was right at 4:30, maybe 4:33 when I shot him. It's 5:03 now, so it's been about half an hour. I waited about 15 minutes, I guess, before I walked out there, and would have been fine if I had just come on back to the truck and taken my time, probably. I'm hoping, maybe since he got up and ran a little ways, it didn't look like he went too far. I think I know basically where he went. So hopefully he's down again, and maybe this time he'll go ahead and die. I'm going to ease around there in my truck and just real slowly go toward where he went, but I'm going to give him some time. It obviously was a decent shot, because he just ran to the edge of the field and laid down. He was hurting. May not have been a double lung, may have just gotten one lung. Don't know if I got his heart or not, but hopefully he is expiring now. So we'll see. I could just wait until in the morning, but it's only going down to about 48 degrees tonight. That's probably cool enough that he wouldn't spoil. But right now it's still 66 degrees. So like I said, I'm not going to push him hard. I'm going to go in here just a little bit and see if I can find any more blood after he laid down. And then maybe trail just a bit. And then if I need to back out and wait till tomorrow, I'll do that. In fact, that's probably going to be the thing to do. But we'll see. Okay, there's my truck. Right here's where he was laying. There's no blood. No blood whatsoever. I'm not going to go very far. Okay, I did what you are never supposed to do. I messed up. I went in. Of course, I told you that he had run to the side of the field. I think I'd already told you that. And he jumped and ran. So I went back, got my truck, took my time, got back out there, started looking for blood from where he had gone. I knew, I kind of could see the trail he took. I saw it when he ran off, and started easing toward where he had run. And he hadn't gone 35 yards, and I didn't see him, and jumped him up again, and he ran off. Well, that time where he had been laying, there was a lot of blood, so I had a good blood trail. And so I thought, well, I'm just going to take my time, just stand here for a little while, and just real slowly blood trail with keeping my eyes open. And then if I see him still laid up, I'll shoot him again. And had blood for about, I don't know, 45, 50, maybe 60 yards, 70 yards. And then it just quit. No sign of him laying anywhere. I never jumped him again, never heard him get up. I should never have gone back in there after I jumped him on the edge of the woods the first time. I should have come out, gone and eaten supper, and then gone back. So the likelihood of finding that deer is not very good now. I don't know where I hit him, but I don't think it was I know it wasn't a double lung shot, or he wouldn't still be running around. It may not be a lethal shot. So I'm in my truck. I'm headed out. I'm going to go home, eat supper, and I'm just going to wait till in the morning. It's going to be in the 40s tonight, so it should be cool enough that he won't spoil if he dies. Hopefully the coyotes don't get him. And in the morning, I'll go back in there where I had the last spot of blood and just start spot stalking, looking for him, looking for buzzards, whatever, and see if we can find him. But I don't know what else to do. I fouled up. I knew better than to go back in there after I had jumped him right there off the patch. But see, he didn't run but about 30 yards off the patch. And then he didn't run but another 30 or 40 yards at the most after that. So he's got to be hurting. But I never could find him after the blood ran out. And it had gotten dark, and I was looking in all this thick brush thinking he might be laying there. Never heard him jump again. But I don't know. He may have been laying right there the whole time where I was, and I didn't see him. We'll find out in the morning, but I'm going to leave him alone for the night. And we'll pick it back up tomorrow morning, if I sleep at all tonight. Well, there he is. It's the next morning. And came back out and tracked him. The coyotes did get to him a little bit. Not too bad. But my little expert mutt, Musso, he tracked him for me and brought me pretty much to him. He did a really good job. So we're gonna try to drag him out of here. I got a long drag by myself, but we'll see what we can do. Okay, well, we got him drug out. I had to drag him probably 500 yards. That was not fun. But anyway, got him out, got him loaded, and we're headed to the processor. He was gut shot. When I got him turned over, I saw that he was gut shot. When I was propped on the window, and I think when I shot, I flinched a little bit, and it went back just a little bit. It may have been the angle where he was. At any rate, that was why he was struggling and didn't die immediately, but was hurting. And coyotes got to him just a little bit last night or early this morning. They had been on his back end. They ate some of that out, and then they had pulled some fur off other places, but didn't get into it. So hopefully the meat will be okay. I'm taking it to the processor, and we'll see what they say. But I'm just glad I found him. I hate to booger up a deer like that and then not find him. I wish I'd have found him last night so he didn't have to suffer, and I could have finished him off. But that was my fault. I messed up last night. But this is the first time in my life that I've ever killed 2 bucks in 1 year. So I've got a 7-point and an 8-point. So I'm pretty pleased with that. I'm pretty happy with that. My season's probably about over. We don't have but a week left, and this next week is going to be real busy, and so I doubt that I'll be back in the woods. So I'm really, really happy that I found him. But anyway, buck number 2 down for the 23-24 hunting season. Y'all have a good day, and I appreciate you watching. God bless.